Oh, why is your audio not coming in? Y'all keep talking. No, I don't. I don't have any questions. Fuck you guys. Asshole. Man, why is your audio not coming through? No, it's not your settings. That's nothing to do with that. Nah, it'll be it'll be a party chat. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This man out here selling
I
us.
am. I'm big selling today, bro.
You know, but one
Wow.
day,
Chopper man.
one day it'll be
One
Gucci.
day, yeah. One
You
day.
know, yeah. You know what? Maybe like the fifth stream in. You know, maybe fifth podcast in. You know, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Who knows? Who
yeah,
knows?
and, a little bit of a connection. Hmm, You know, maybe it'll give information on what the internet's doing. Hmm,
Imagine
You
being
know,
late to your own
little
podcast. Okay, there
little
we
bit of
go. We can hear.
feedback.
We got everybody in there. I hear an echo.
Hell yeah.
Somebody got us playing.
I do. My volume's really low though. Hold on, let me
Yeah,
fix it.
mine's all the way down.
So, yeah, I
But
think
I
if
have
your
not.
volume is completely off, it doesn't show you as a viewer.
All right. Well. Okay, that's better.
If it was me, it should be gone now. Yeah.
That sounds a lot better. All right. Looks like we up in this bitch though.
Are we
It
good to
said
go?
unstable. What's unstable, dog? Imagine being late to your own podcast.
Imagine, bro. Imagine saying 6 o'clock
It's
Eastern, bro,
six oh
and people
four.
marry
It's
like
six oh
6:04
four now,
Eastern.
bro.
Bro,
What more do you want from
imagine,
me, bro?
bro, working stability.
Stability,
You know,
bro. I'm trying to get that in my
the
life right now,
stability,
bro.
bro.
Stop playing with me.
We're not worried about the internet right now. We're worried about life stability out
Want me to cry on stream?
here.
God damn. All right, but
We're gonna.
welcome to the Long Two podcast, where nothing gets us more excited than a like and a subscription to the channel. We got myself. I'm NTD Ice. We got my boy. Go ahead, and introduce yourself, Bucks.
Bucks 1-1.
1-1.
Coming to you from. We're just gonna call it 11. We'll just say 11. We'll keep it simple. Yeah.
And we got my boy Jacob, spelled with one C and not three K's, aka Mr. Future Sugar Daddy. Go.
AKA Jack Bob.
AKA
He can
Jam.
listen.
And
From
all I do is just play some video games. Do you know
Do
what
you,
I'm saying?
do you know what I'm saying?
I think I know what you were saying. You don't got to keep asking. But,
So yeah, so we're gonna talk about a few. We got a few different topics on the till today. We're gonna fucking try to get into it. And first thing on the till though, we're gonna be playing Mad, and it's gonna be me and Jacob going toe to toe. I am the Giants. He is the Dallas Cowboys. I'm gonna kick his ass. So
Yeah, bro.
you know, and while they do that, just a little bit of introduction about the podcast. We're just a couple of friends who decided just to put what we talk about on a daily and here live on stream. Hopefully people listen, enjoy. Talk about random stuff, talk about games, talking about life, talking about events going on. while we're playing video games, because that's what
Exactly.
brought us all together. That's what we're gonna do, and that's what keeps us entertained the most.
Big
So
facts.
we may not be good at some of them. We may be good at none of them really. So, but but we hope you here either enjoy the conversation or enjoy the gameplay.
Wait, you
You know?
are you watching the stream?
That's right.
All right, then you don't need the screen share. All right, cool. All right, so we're gonna get game one commenced as we talk. Break open the first topic, and our first topic for today uh, is video games. Video games that we are fucking excited for. Got a couple of different co-op games. We're hoping to fucking get our hands on at some point this year or next year. First up is Gotham Knights.
Which looks fantastic. And if any of y'all are fans of the Arkham series, it's a great spin-off is from what it's looking like. You know, I'm pretty excited having played, the Arkham Knight, Arkham Asylum. It's just
Yeah, it's a
it's a fan.
be a good game.
It, it's been actually, man, that's probably been one of the only games I've ever actually finished on a 1v1, which was Arkham Knight.
Arkham Knight was
That
hella
was,
good.
you know, great. It was real good, man. And if they keep the spin-offs of it keeping well, you actually get to play as I mean, you get to play as Nightwing in Arkham Knight, but he's actually a main character in this one, man. I find it to be
I'm
awesome.
only here to play as Damian Wayne. That little fucking psychotic bastard. I'm here to play as him.
Ah,
Gonna go
man, see,
crazy.
I'm excited to be able to play as Nightwing, bro. Nightwing is just, with the little electric nimchucks he's got
No
going
cap
on,
though, he's
bro.
the best Robin. Hey Jacob, you wanna get this game started?
Red Hood,
Yeah, I tried to
you know.
accept your invite, and it popped up some error I didn't see, so I just clicked play season game, and I'm hoping
Oh,
that
okay.
works.
All right.
Already
Nah.
technical difficulties
Man,
on both sides of the
man,
party.
we're struggling out here today, man. Big
But what,
struggling out here.
first podcast, give us a
We'll
little
have
bit,
this shit smoking soon. But
Okay, bro.
oh, invited me.
That's what the wheels trying to turn, bro, like a hamster.
Join group.
You know,
Yeah,
You
makes
must
no
leave the
sense.
franchise
There's gonna
mode.
be some growing pains.
Oh, this shit's stupid.
Yeah, yeah.
what were we
So
talking about
you know,
though? Gotham
Gotham
Knights.
Knights.
the Gotham
The
Knights, man.
graphics look so good.
I just want to know: is the story gonna be as good as Arkham Knight? Like,
Bro, you would hope so. And how much do they actually incorporate Batman into
well,
it?
he's dead.
Like what it? Well, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, do they incorporate? Is it mostly like because I don't know if you remember at the end of the Arkham series where the
Hmm.
mansion explodes. Okay, so then it jumped a couple of, I think it was a couple of years or whatever. At the end,
Don't
it
accept
had
that, Jacob.
like a
Yeah,
like
let's
a
just put it
Um,
back out.
like a hallucination version of Batman coming down at the end. So that's where people were like, it begged the question, is he actually really dead? You know,
true.
so
Jacob on three,
so like
three, two, one. Press play season game.
so like I think that'd be cool if like plot twist at the
He's
very
not
end,
dead.
he actually turned out to be a villain. No, he was a villain.
Well,
Okay.
that would be fucking
You
cool.
know how
I just like the fact that it's
that
co-op.
like he very great that it is
Like
co-op, man. Cause
cause I'm really big into like playing co-op games, especially coming up, cause most of these fucking most of these games I don't like playing by myself. Like I get fucking bored, and then y'all will hop on and be like, oh, let's play 2K. Fuck it, let's do it. Rather do that than fucking sit here and fucking looting every fucking thing in sight.
play an individual game. And that was actually, I can be honest with you, Arkham Knight was probably one of the only ones that like I actually sat through and was able to play by myself.
Yeah, same. Same. It took me.
And No, even though that game took so long for the Riddler trophies, bro.
I fucking hated those.
The Riddler trophies, man, it took
Like,
forever.
and like we're not bitches. I
There's
I
so
haven't
many of those
went on
things.
fucking YouTube to like fucking figure out what we're doing.
No, that was the worst part. It was like, I want to figure this out on my own, you know, and it took forever. That was the last like 5% to ever get you to be able to see the actual
Uh-huh.
ending of it. And man, it was so long, man. Like that, I think finding all the Riddler trophies and doing all the challenges at least took me 2 weeks just by
Yeah.
itself to get it all done.
But the one thing I did love about the fucking Arkham Knight, besides the just the story, the combat, like I think that's why I like the Shadow of Mordor game, because that combat was just so fucking sleek. Like, mm,
See, I never played the
bro, I got
Shadow
both of
Mordor
them,
game.
bro. They're
So
both
good.
really good.
It was
Yeah, the
good.
first one was so ahead
Yeah,
of its time.
and like it had like
And see, I think the whole trilogy for that was ahead of its
what
time,
the
man.
Arkham Knight or the Arkham series.
There's just like the Lord of the
Oh,
Rings. No,
because there's
no,
only
like
two Shadow
that
Mordors.
as far as
Yeah,
and
yeah,
well
yeah.
before that there was like the Lord of the
I
Rings stuff.
fucking I never
Like,
seen
bro,
one
I
of those.
think that stuff was really.
There was a
You
couple
never
of them on
played the Two
PS2 that were
Towers?
really good.
Yeah,
Yeah, that one was
yeah.
really
Like I'm
good.
saying, like the Two Towers version of that was just amazing, man. Like it was too far, like as far as like like games that you could like story
Hmm.
modes. It was one of the best ones that I've ever played. Like, and that was a PS2 game, man. So like when you're telling me about that, like the Mordor ones, I can just imagine, man. Like I've never played them, man.
No,
So, like,
if you fucking get a chance, I know one of them was free not too long ago, um, on PlayStation Network. But if you get a chance to fucking play one of
mm,
those, you're gonna be like, this, I've been fucking missing out. Like, yeah, it gets repetitive,
Yeah,
but
for sure.
yeah,
it's fucking worth it because you know how like you'll kill an enemy, they fucking remember you.
mm-hmm. Good run.
They fucking remember you,
Yep.
and yeah, they get
Really?
stronger and all that shit.
Oh wow, that's pretty
Oh
cool, man.
no.
And see, like, see some of those games like that, man. Like even like, cause they had even for the PlayStation 2. I think the PlayStation 3 is the one that had the Return of the Kings, bro. They made the whole franchise for the Lord of the Rings, man. And like, it was basically the same concept throughout all of them. And I'm assuming that's how the
Justin
Mordor
Tucker
ones
ain't never
were
missed that kick.
through the first two.
I'm just gonna say it.
And so, like, I may definitely have to
Yeah,
get on
yeah.
some of that,
I got.
man. Cause
You should, yeah.
No, I have Shadow of Mordor, the first one, and I think I got the War one on from PlayStation Network. Hey, dog tripping. Okay, another game that I'm looking forward to is Hogwarts Legacy.
Yeah.
oh man, see, the only
It's
disappointment
not
about that
co-op.
game, bro, is it is
It's
not
not a
co-op.
co-op.
Not co-op, right?
It is, and it's not to the point to where like I'm gonna be real disappointed not to play it without you guys, cause I am a huge Harry Potter fan, bro. Like that game is just. I'm excited about the show. I'm excited about the game.
They having a show? There's a
Anytime
show
it comes
coming?
on TV, having a show, bro, on TBS, man. They are having a
About
show
what?
on it,
About
my guy, and I
the
am. It's basically all the
mhm.
teams, their houses, and you're just competing in different games to try to win the House Cup, which like in the
Yeah.
first couple of ones that when before everything went to hell in Hogwarts, they had the House Cups where you would take points and give points and stuff like that. That's how that game is, and you're trying to win the House Cup for your team or
Mhm.
your house, so to speak, and it looks fantastic. But I could be biased. It could be a trash show. I gotta wait to see it. But I'm a Harry Potter biased, bro. So you put Harry Potter in anything, bro, I am for it.
Yeah. And I'm not
So
even a Harry Potter fan. I probably haven't. I
I'm
haven't
not
seen not one. I've seen maybe 3 of the movies, and not gonna lie, bro. I've been fucking like I get bored after the third one, and I'm just like, all right, I'm not watching this shit no more. But the game, like the fact that my boys are getting it, my boys are getting it. Everybody I know is excited for it. Makes me excited for it, just to see if I can make a better player than them.
and you won't because the number one wizard fan over here, bro, is gonna be the top of the grade out here. That's
I'm
all
gonna
I'm
let you
saying.
know my
I
fucking
am,
wizard. I'm gonna bring this black wizard to fucking life.
bro. Bro, I will win Guardian Leviosa your ass, bro, and I'm picking you up and moving you out the way. That's what's just gonna work,
Like that.
you
That's
know.
why it needs. That's why this game
Yeah,
needs
I
to be
don't,
co-op because
man. If it would,
like it
man,
needs to. And you
and
can
you know the
it should
crazy
be able
part,
to do
man,
like
is
a
because
4-party player, like a 4-party group.
and And you know how cool that would be, man? Especially like if you're in other houses, man, I could challenge you to a game of Quidditch or something. Or
Hell
you can do like the duels and stuff. Like, man, that how awesome that would be. Like there's so much potential for that game. And the only reason why I can see it not being a co-op game at this point is because even though this is a full game, I feel like it's a beta.
Mm.
You
I
get what I'm
hope
saying?
not.
I feel like it's a beta
Like
to
they're
where
gonna
like
fucking bring
let's see
out
what
some
we
more
can
stuff
do.
later on. Like it's gonna be like
No,
expansion
no, I
or
meant like no, more like if they make another one, that one will be co-op. I
uh
think this is pretty much one of the first I think there's one other Harry Potter game that came out, but I meant like I feel like this is the first one they have. I think since like maybe the PlayStation 2 or 3. So I feel like they're trying to push what they can out as a single player game. Sort of like you remember how GTA they were all just single player
hmm
games at first, and finally as it started getting on and you progress on what you can and cannot do in a video game,
got the
then you were
fucking
like,
GTA
all right,
5
now let's put this thing
online.
online. Yeah, and
Yeah.
now it's pretty much all online, man.
Bro, it's been
And so like that's what I'm
living off of
hoping that
online, bro.
right, and I'm hoping maybe that's what they'll do eventually, in maybe like 2 years or so with this Harry Potter game. Because once they do that, man, I'm just letting you know we're gonna be dueling it out, and Juan's at the ready, my guy. Because if you ain't, I'm gonna be casting spells
Bro,
out here, and you ain't
bro,
gonna be ready
I'm gonna
for
let you know I'm the number one medic out here, bro. Call me Sakura. The number one medic. I'm
number
I'm out here healing folks, bro. Cause that's all I would fucking
oh,
make.
man,
If
so
they made it fucking co-op and everybody had to have a role, I would definitely be the healer, bro. Cause I wouldn't know much
be
shit, but I'll be like, yeah, I can definitely heal you in this battle while you fucking put me on your back.
yeah, because like
You
they do
waited
have
so
like
long for that
like
throw.
in some of the movies.
Yeah, I didn't want to risk it, and he definitely threw that horribly too.
Yeah, so eventually I hope they move that down the line to where like eventually it'll come online. You know, yeah, but we'll see how it goes. Because
All right. Any other games you guys are
I'd be a
excited
big fan of
for?
that.
I got another one.
Jacob, any good PC games?
What do you got?
Any
The
PC?
Suicide Squad. Kill the Justice League.
Oh,
That's coming out soon.
Suicide Kid,
That's a good throw.
which I hope the game is better
I
than the movie.
haven't seen the last one. I didn't see the
yeah, no
last one. The
kidding.
first one I thought was all right,
Because
but
I didn't really like
I
it.
think they gave
they gave Jared Leto too much screen time.
the wrong characters. Yes, I was about to say I think they gave the wrong characters the most screen time. Like man, they just executed that movie, the Harley Quinn movie.
That was
I
a
will
good
tell you
movie.
this though,
The
that
the
was a great
Birds
movie.
of Prey or whatever. Yeah, that
That
was a
was a
good
good
movie.
one. But yeah, that one
Give me
was a
that.
good movie,
Give me
man. And I was a
that.
little skeptical because of how bad they made the movie, the Suicide
Headed to
Squad
the
movie.
crib to the
But
Baja.
Oh no, Jacob. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, my fault.
So. uh,
But yeah, no. The Harley Quinn movie was actually hella good. I'm a huge what's her name? Margot Robbie. You want to take it out of bounds, or what you want to do? Want to kneel? Slow down.
I was taunting you, bro.
this
Like you ain't
clears
ready
that
for
I was.
this.
Yeah, Margot. I fucking love Margot Robbie, bro. One of my few fucking white girl crushes that actually like. I fucking enjoy watching her
Okay.
on the fucking screen. She gets down. Like I haven't seen her do horribly in a movie. Like I've seen her do pretty bad, but I
She's
haven't
good.
seen it been like, this is
Oh my
trash.
god, this offensive line, bro.
A little
Yeah.
unbearable. Yeah, I definitely feel it. I definitely feel that. But yeah, as long as it's, it's better than the movies,
I'll probably
I'm
fucking
just
sit down and watch that fucking the new one. Uh,
see, and I'm hoping that the movie that they're gonna make for it, because I think they're gonna make a movie for
for
it.
the Killer Justice League.
Uh,
I thought they're aren't they
yes,
supposed to come out with like a fucking
supposedly this.
Injustice one too?
Ah, man, see, I'm not even sure about that one, man. But I know that they're supposed to make a movie to where like that hopefully that. I mean, I don't know. I don't really
Or
exactly know how it's
Injustice,
gonna
not
work, but I
Justice
had heard
League.
that they were gonna make a movie out of it. So I'm definitely hoping that they at least make the next couple movies. That'll be better than the Suicide Squad ones, man, because they did not do that well.
Uh,
And like the potential for the movies was there, but it folded in my eyes, man. It definitely folded in my eyes.
all
Definitely.
right, all right. Any PC games, Jacob, that you want to talk about? Because we were talking about that
Off
fucking
the top of my head,
that TikTok that I sent about what is it called, Redfall or some shit. That shit looked actually pretty cool.
That very last one, and it was a
Yeah, it looked
PC.
pretty cool. Like it was a co-op game where you fight vampires and shit. Like you're a vampire hunter and you just fight vampires with your homies. That looked pretty cool. Don't know a lot about it, but
Yeah,
it
hell
fucking
yeah.
sounded cool.
and since you're yeah, and since you're a
Since
goth,
you-
you
since
fight
you're a
against the vamp
goth,
kids,
yeah.
I'm not really a vampire.
Gosh.
So we figured you'd be more excited about that than anything. You get to kill the vamp kids, man. So
Yeah, man. Taking my
My
style.
style.
they're taking your style.
My
My
style.
style.
All right. And just to keep the conversation going, uh, let's touch on fucking 2K22, the game. Well, not the game. This is the particular game that fucking started us off, but it's the fucking game that we've played the most together as a entire unit. There's more of us. Some of us are jackasses and don't play the PlayStation no more, but it's cool.
Right.
It's cool. We keep the group alive. But we
Absolutely.
started off playing
Absolutely.
2K. What was it? 18, 19, 18.
18.
2K 18, and we've
18.
been playing with each other ever
Yeah.
since. Um, you would think we fucking are best friends the way well, we kind of are. We I talk to these fuckers more than I talk to anybody else. Yeah,
Pretty much.
that was a
Pretty
good
much.
throw.
And
Was that Robbie
yeah.
Anderson?
Appreciate it.
And this pretty much
I don't know.
any topic, every topic. It just
Yeah,
even if it's just to talk trash to them in one text
yeah.
message, or
Y'all see our
anything.
fucking group chats were canceled already.
Right. This
Hey,
podcast would not last long if
if
you
you
would
don't
have
talk
seen
shit
his
Who
to
are
your
you?
form.
Are
friends
you
though,
really
are you really
friends?
friends?
Are you really friends? That is a point.
But on 2K22,
But yeah,
is it dead or is it dying?
Yes.
You
I
haven't played in a while. Like,
I feel
it's not fucking
yeah.
horrible.
That's why I give my answer though. I mean,
That's
True.
I
true.
don't want to play it anymore.
True.
Yeah. And a lot has been said that like at the beginning of the game it was just so much anticipation about it because they wanted to see if it was better, was it worse than 2K21, and just even being able to actually have different stuff and different quests and stuff. I guess maybe that did die down, because some of the quests at the beginning they're repetitive. Like when you make a new character, it's still the same quest over and over and over. Like they don't
Yeah,
change per season. It doesn't. The only thing that changes is the season rewards. So like getting there is the same way, and they really hadn't sold us on like this season two is gonna be better than season one. And so far, I hadn't seen it personally. But that being said, I mean I'm enjoying the game because the standard for 2K21 next gen was set so low that maybe it's clouded on how. Look at the throw to. Oh,
Yeah,
it was wide open.
he just fucking
You know.
fucked it over. But
Yeah. So
no. Well, the way I
I don't
think
know.
about
See,
it,
why do you think it's dead, Jacob?
oh, give me that.
oh, we're kicking a 64-yard field goal right now with Justin Tucker.
All right. Well, I'm not gonna, like let you do that. Or if you do it, you're definitely gonna have to
That's on. That's
make it
only
more
at the end of
difficult.
the end of the game, and this game's too far out for pressure. The game got to be close for this to ice the kicker
Oh,
when
that's only at the
to
end.
work.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that's dumb.
Was
Ah,
timeout?
Well, it's the end of the
and
half,
I lost connection.
and connection here
Damn,
has been lost.
that's gay.
AK,
Mm.
AKA,
Mm.
AKA Ice quit because that kick was fucking horrible.
That's
uh,
I'm still logged into the thing. That's crazy.
sounds like you took an L, buddy.
Taking an L.
That's
I
what
just
this
lost my
sounds like to
20
me.
point lead though.
Sounds like, man.
Or my I was gonna be up a lot to a little. That sucks. I'm
Mm.
hurt. I made a lot of good plays,
You
but
know,
I can do
that's
it
that's
again.
that's what these.
Oh
I mean, that's. Shouldn't it just jump you right back
no.
into the middle of it?
No, that's only against the
Oh,
computer.
only against the computer.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It is what it is.
Big
Big seven.
seven.
Imagine.
Imagine.
Yeah, I was gonna come
Imagine.
back and win that game anyway.
That's what it was looking like. If you were making them kick a 60-yard field goal, bro, I think it was definitely
It
were
was
coming back.
what 5 seconds
Yeah,
left in the
yeah.
half,
'Cause
bro. Come on, don't gas him up.
He's gonna
So
return
it
it.
was
Hey, bro, have you seen?
seven
Did
to
you see
20.
the Dolphins or the Jaguars game? Was it the Jaguars or the Dolphins? Had a
I'm
109,
not the
return at
Jaguars,
the end
bro.
of the half, bro.
I'm not
I
the
saw that
Jaguars,
coming.
bro.
I saw it coming.
I'm not the Dolphins or the Jaguars, bro.
They're the ones who did the kickoff. Hey, bro, I'm just saying they
But
were
you
the
know
ones
this
that did
now.
and then they got beat.
Don't accept
So
that,
I
Jacob.
mean, it looked good.
We'll
Yeah.
do it on three again.
So,
All
you
right.
know.
One. Are you on
So
the
now
screen?
that the
All right. One,
Yep.
2, 3, go.
so at least you get gameplay out of
Yeah,
it, bro.
right.
I
Gonna have
mean,
a lot of gameplay. We got some more stuff to talk about,
uh,
bro.
you know.
But
So
back to Jacob.
so what'd you take?
On
What you think on 2K? Why is it that you stopped playing?
yeah, Jacob.
Um, very very buggy. The gameplay. I mean, I know it's been like this for a while, but just the left right shit, and there's just no skill anymore. It's just if you know how to do this one move, you're gonna be wide open every time. That's just not fun to me.
I just think the players that play the game are bitches. Like if
Yeah,
that's
no,
the
that's
way you
definitely
have to
true.
win, and everybody has to do it, or you have to play the same way as everybody else. I just feel like you're trash, bro. Like basketball is supposed to be played in different ways. Like there's different styles to win a game, bro. Like, and you fucking see it when you watch college basketball, when you watch fucking high school basketball, when you watch even the pros. Like they all don't play the same. There's always some type of like variation of how everybody plays. Like everybody, like I don't need you don't need this one build to be effective in a basketball game, or you don't have to fucking play like not everybody's fucking Steph Curry and is successful. Fucking Russell Westbrook won fucking MVP and he can't fucking shoot whatsoever, bro.
Exactly.
Like does he get lucky some games? Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know. It's just I feel like Take Two, the company that owns 2K, they only care about one thing. That's money. They're gonna put out the least amount of content to be able to not get completely shut down, and then make a shit ton of money from it.
And if you
And they do it
and
every
if you
year.
look at their rollout for this year, it was fucking horrible. They did not tell us anything about the actual game until like a week before the game came out.
Yep,
That
yep.
week
Yeah,
the
the
game
week
came
of
out.
the game.
Not even a week. The week of the game being launched.
Yeah,
And
that's
you
go ahead, Bucks.
no, and I was about to say, and I get where you're coming from, Jacob. Like it's one of those things is where like, you see it every year, and then now it's gotten worse to the point to where you have people playing a 2-3 in the rec. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's what the team
Great
pro am is
segue.
for, and you're coming into a rec with randoms that you are so bad at the game that you got to go in to the rec
And play a 2-3, bro.
and play against people and play a 2-3. Don't know each other. That just go in there and just that's what the rec is for. And you go in there and play a 2-3, and you do the same thing, crisscross, left, right, hide behind the screens, and one guy puts up 40 points because the other two players are sitting on the sides. I mean, is that fun? Is it, like I refuse to even acknowledge that that's fun.
No, it's not.
Uh, And like, I don't think, I could ever play a game where I'm just sitting there and watching for 30 minutes every time we walk in to play a game. That's you. I will take 500 losses before that ever happens to me. And we've taken a lot of losses because we refuse to play that way.
And I'm the fucking
So,
ball handler, and
you
I
know,
refuse to play that way. And I think that's why our actual friendship works. Cause I would
yeah,
never fucking go in there and be like, just set a screen, bro, and I'll get it done. No. Like I think
yeah.
I remade my
And
build and what I do put more defense on them and made them taller.
yeah,
Let's go.
Good shit.
yeah, yeah. And
Shit.
so, like, I definitely get where you're coming from, Jacob. And, that's why, that's not the only game we play now. Started on it, but we've gone from
Yeah,
there.
we'll.
We've,
That's why we're talking about like co-op games. We're talking about fucking. Um, we're playing Madden now. We're playing a lot more Madden now than we've played in previous years. Um,
I know I'm
we're
very terrible
fucking.
at Madden.
You guys haven't seen fucking Bucks play Madden, but yeah, he's right. He's bad. but
pretty bad at
but
that.
he's
But I'm
playing.
playing. You know, we're there, we're there. So I know eventually you'll see. You know, the last 43-0 blowout that I had
Nah, you
against
guys
him.
won't
That
see
you
that.
know was it was it not fun? Was it fun? No,
Was it
no, it was not.
accurate?
But you know, we're out here just to play.
Was it
Was it
accurate?
accurate?
Shout 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 out to Agent there, buddy. Ever since I've watched you say accurate, bro, I have never been able to say accurate again really very well. So, always say accurate now. So, shout out to you, buddy, if you ever end up seeing this video or not. Yeah, shout out to you there, my guy. I have to say accurate now. Kudos.
Hey, just
Kudos to you.
just hopefully he doesn't have that
Right.
copyrighted. We're
Right.
fucked.
Hey man, I'm sure he's got other words to copyright, you know. He's not Donald Trump in that out of here,
You're
bro, saying
fired.
you're fired, trying to, get that catchphrase copyrighted. So that whole 2005 spit that he had out here, man. You know.
All right. Um, so we talked about the 2K and the 2-3 pussies. Because I fucking hate you guys. I honestly hate you guys. I hate everything about you guys.
Yeah, fuck you guys.
Everything.
Like, fucking.
And because could you do anything
Because,
else? Probably not. Do you know how to
especially
pass the
for
ball?
like
Probably not.
going into the rec is pickup basketball. You would not play pickup basketball or go to a pickup basketball game with your five and then be like, yo, we're running a 2-3. Because now we're going to talk so much shit, you'll never be able to come back to this fucking gym. Like, that's literally
Yeah.
what fucking, like, no, I don't care if you double team because you can't fucking guard this guy. Don't care if you double or triple team. You gotta fight through that. Yeah,
Gotta
exactly.
stop him.
I
Yeah,
understand
gotta
that.
stop him.
But if
Yeah.
you fucking come out here running a fucking 2-3, you're a pussy.
Against a bunch of randoms, because you cannot run that in pro am because there are teams that actually know how to stop it. That's why you're in the wreck.
Yeah. So fucking all right. Fuck 2K. Um. Next topic. Next topic. Oh, it's my segment. My segment. All right. Uh, we are fucking. I'm finna
Okay.
fucking do a little 2 minute rant. Let me get my
The segment that we call,
long
long
two.
two, the long two segment.
Let me get my little timer going.
So all he is, so all he is a segment where we just give one of us 2 minutes to talk about whatever it is you want. We're not gonna say nothing. We're not gonna. Won't be really any rebuttals. If it leads to a good topic after the end, then we'll continue. But it's just 2 minutes of whatever you want to talk about. So whenever you're ready, guys, you start the timer.
All right. All right, man. So what I want to talk about today is the fucking Raiders. I fucking hate it, bro. I fucking hate it so much. I'm in an abusive relationship with the Raiders. If you don't know, we fucking can't draft. We fucking draft fucking the worst picks in the past fucking 3 years. We had Cleveland Farrell in the first round, who fucking has barely played this season. Um, Getting outshined by fucking our fourth round Max Crosby. Shit happens. I get it. Jonathan Abrams, who injuries. I get it. I get it. I get it. That year, I get it. Fucking, we just released two fucking first round draft picks in 2 years into their career. One, I get it. I understand. My condolences to the family that lost a person in their lives. Um, I get it. Stupid mistakes. Damon Arnett should have never been a fucking. He should have never been a fucking first round pick. Took him with the first round, and motherfuckers on fucking Instagram and TikTok telling people, "Oh, I'll kill you," and showing off a gun. Like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? Like, how does that make sense, bro? Like, people are always going to talk shit about you, but you're going to fucking say, "Oh, I'll kill you." Like, no, just fucking go out there and play. You haven't played well. You played like shit, and now you just cleared waivers because nobody else wants your problem. Um, fucking, we cut damn near half of that year's draft just because they can't fucking play. My 2 minutes are up, but fuck it, I take a little longer.
Hey, keep going, bro.
Like, it just makes no fucking sense how stupid these decisions are have been made. I had to get that off my chest, but yeah, fuck. You know, it's fuck the Raiders, but I fucking love them all at the same time. But it's fuck them. They're just dumb.
Yeah, and
That's
that is something I know nothing about. But that was our segment called the long two and a half.
And
it
it
was
was the
yeah. It was a long. It's gonna be a fucking long too.
So yeah, it's gonna be a long two, and that gets us riled up. It gets us riled up. As we said in the beginning of the cast, nothing gets us more excited than a long two, except for
That's
you liking the stream and hitting the noti bell.
right.
Once again, so and a good take on the Raiders. From this is coming from a Raider fan. I know nothing about the Raiders. I just know the Texans are just as
Horrible.
guilty of
Yeah,
doing
you
everything
like Boston
that they
sports,
used to.
Jacob. Fuck off.
So,
Hey,
see,
bro.
and
Whoa.
there's still nothing
There's
worse than this
nothing
guy
worse
likes
than fucking
Boston
Boston
sports.
sports.
Like,
God damn.
I disagree.
and
This man over
this
here,
man
Boston
in
sports.
Boston sports. Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
I got a
yeah.
long two, and it's summed up in 2 seconds. Fuck you guys.
And that only excites you, my guy. There's nothing exciting about that for us. I mean, hey, I will say this though about Boston sports. That's what I'll say about Boston sports. So, that being said, there you go, Jacob. That's what I got to say about Boston
all
sports.
all
And I
right,
hope y'all
all
get
right.
Ben Simmons.
Fuck you.
So,
Don't ever wish
Jalen
that
Brown,
on me.
Jalen Brown for fucking Ben
how would you
Simmons
feel?
is a fucking
Jalen
joke of
Brown
a
for
is
Ben
a fucking joke
Simmons.
of a fucking trade. I will take Jalen Brown. I'm taking Jalen Brown over Ben Simmons every year.
I'm taking
Jalen
Jalen Brown
Brown
any day of the week.
over Ben Simmons for Ben Simmons, bro. You know how bad my heart would hurt
It
for
wouldn't. It
you.
wouldn't.
None,
But
because
fuck
it's
Boston.
Boston.
Yeah, I know.
But that being said, man, that would completely demoralize that whole team
Oh
because
yeah.
Jalen Brown has turned into a stud.
He's really good.
Yeah, he's a great player.
Yeah, he came out once fucking they got rid of all the point guards.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get rid of them all.
And fucking Jason Tatum's been
And
fucking trash.
they
this
let
year,
him.
but
They
that's another.
He's just
you know
inconsistent. I still think he's a great player.
Pi. That's
Oh
Pi.
man.
and maybe he is. And maybe he is, but it's just now teams they're adapting. Now
Yeah.
he's got to adapt.
Yep,
But
exactly.
he's gonna be good
But
in a
you also got to
couple.
remember he's what
He's gonna be good in a
23.
couple years. Like he's consistently good.
Oh yeah, I'm
He's
not
a,
worried
he's a,
about him.
Like I wouldn't worry about him at all. Like I'll just be like, yeah, keep your eye on him. Fuck it. Because in a minute you're not gonna be able to
keep it
fucking
on a
stop him
swivel.
at all.
You played with fire there.
Had to show you I can leap over you though. Get hurdled.
I respect it. I respect it.
All right.
Oh man.
So yeah, So yeah, how would that? How would that look? Ben Simmons in a Boston jersey. You know,
It would look
even
horrible.
as much as I hate Boston, I would not want to see Ben Simmons on a
I want to
Boston
see Ben
team.
Simmons go to not technically a winner. I want him to go to a team where it will be his. Like you know what I mean?
He's got to be able to. He's got. There's no team that's gonna want him. Well, they're
There's
gonna want
teams
him,
that's gonna want him.
but he just
Like
do.
before,
Do you want him as a cornerstone though? Do you want him as
yes,
really as a
you
cornerstone?
still
Like
want him.
Boston's already
You
got a
still
corner.
want him to
No,
be the cornerstone of your team because he
as a
has the
what?
talent.
As a hope that he's gonna get, as to hope he can develop a jump shot. Like
Okay. As much shit as I talk about people getting jump shots, we just saw fucking Giannis destroy the fucking you fucking whore, Desmond Trufant. I didn't see you at all, and that's to the crib.
but but
Let's
Giannis worked
go.
at a boy Jacob.
Yeah,
But Giannis worked at his game though.
Yeah, it's Ben Simmons gonna do the same thing.
Giannis worked
That's what
on
I'm
getting
saying. At is
stronger,
like is he
whereas Ben Simmons is just as
that's all and that's all
dominant.
he needed.
He can be just as dominant. It, yeah,
As
he can be
Giannis.
just as dominant.
So you think if he were to put in the effort, he'd be
Mm-hmm.
as dominant as Giannis?
Like I'm not finna sit here and
Uh,
shit on Ben Simmons.
I
I think he's still good. I think he's still that guy that he's still that guy that should have been drafted first overall that year. Like he's still an
see, and
athletic freak.
man,
He's
I
still
just
fucking he's still that guy, man.
like
He's that guy.
like I mean, I can see it from Tyler's perspective. That's why teams are still gonna want him, but he doesn't have the will to do it. I
I
don't see
just
the
think
drive
it's
in him.
the environment.
Why? Because he got beat out by Joel Embiid, who was willing to put time
No,
into his game.
I think it's Doc Rivers because
Nah.
I also think
So
Doc
what's your
Rivers is a shit coach. Doc Rivers was trying to make this man post up
he's not
when who can actually fucking guard him face up in a half court setting? Who can actually guard him besides like Giannis and shit like that and Kawhi? Who if you play him at point guard, what point guard is stopping him? If you play him at fucking power forward, who's keeping up besides your normal bigs or I mean your normal superstars? Because you're not playing fucking 32 superstars a night. I mean 32 superstars every day. Or 30 teams in the NBA, right? Yeah. You're not playing.
yeah,
You're
but
not
I mean
playing.
that being said,
You're
man,
not playing. Every team doesn't have somebody that's like, oh yeah, um, I got somebody that can stop him. That also plays the four. Like you're not. He's not gonna play a Draymond Green every night. He's not gonna play a PJ Tucker or Giannis every night. He's going to play fucking Laurie Marketing more times than not. He's gonna play these guys. He's not Jokic is not gonna fucking guard him. He's gonna be playing fucking Jeremy Grant, and I'm taking Ben Simmons over Jeremy Grant. Uh,
yeah, but then do you think like, hey,
and we're not even talking. I'm not even talking
even if
about
you
like
do,
that was a fucking hell of a truck stick. Um,
Yeah, holy
yeah,
shit,
that was
Najee
a hell
Harris.
of a run. This game has gotten bad for me.
that definitely looks like it's gotten bad. It looks like it's getting out of hand.
Whatever, it's okay.
Hey Jacob, you might have to DC Jacob, just to make it even, 2 out of 3, run it back,
No, bro, remember I was gonna come back and win that game. You
Oh
even
yeah,
said
you were
so,
your
Bucks.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. See that? Look, the truth is in the pudding right here, bro. I mean, it's not even
No, it's
halftime
fucking
yet,
third
bro. So
quarter.
I don't know, guys.
Look
Oh,
at
it's
that
third quarter.
fucking
Oh, it
run.
is third quarter. Okay, my
That
bad.
fucking run was That was a great
It
run.
was, yeah,
Um,
it was pretty solid.
but yeah, I don't even think he has to work on beating the players that he would play every night. Like for him to take a team to go far into the playoffs, yes, he would need to work on that. But as just as far as him getting there, like getting a team there, I don't think he needs to do much.
Like you think he can take a team to where the
Yeah,
playoffs? That's it. But I mean, is that the ultimate goal of a team? Is just to get to the playoffs?
if you're
I
a
mean,
shit
granted,
if
there's
you're a
only
shit
few.
franchise, yes.
There's only few players. Okay, that's true. But I mean, like, I will give that. There are only certain players that could carry a team to the fucking finals every year. There's probably maybe two or three that can carry a fucking team to the
Good
finals.
play. What?
You know,
I I I thought he was fucking going with the other guy. That was a great play.
and he
He
is
is right.
running
Yeah,
muck on
yeah.
you now,
He sure is. He's kicking my ass now.
huh?
That's that guy that you were telling me that you like
Gillespie?
too.
Yeah, I know.
Gillespie or
Yeah, I
Gillespie.
know. He's good.
That's why I moved Harrison Smith
Oh,
to
word.
linebacker.
Look at you.
Yeah,
Look at
so
you. Taking my
that's been a
advice,
good move
bro,
so
and
far.
beating me. I don't like it. Don't fucking listen to me. Who the fuck are you?
Thanks, bro.
Who the fuck are you to take my advice?
To use my stuff against me. That's pretty funny,
All
man.
right, but yeah, like
So that being said about players that could carry a team to the finals. So we've had this discussion before about two people that could possibly they're both Hall of Famers, but the old Duncan Kobe debate on who
I'm
was
taking
better in the
Kobe.
2000s.
I'm taking Kobe every fucking day of
Kobe
the week.
Yep, I'm taking Kobe.
I'm taking
taking
Kobe.
Kobe. Okay, so let's start the facts of why you're taking Kobe
I'm
first.
taking Kobe
So
because the simple fact that Kobe he doesn't have the accolades that Duncan has, but what Kobe had was if he needed to carry the team, he could definitely do it. He had that mindset to where it didn't matter who was on the team. He fucking just refused to lose. Whereas Tim Duncan just had a fucking great system. He had great players around him his whole career. There's not too many years to where you were like, "Yo, the Spurs are bad when Tim Duncan's on the when Tim Duncan was on the court. Like they were consistently good. No, like no matter who was on the court, they were consistently good. Shit, even now, you look at the fucking Spurs now and you're like, they're not horrible, but they're not great either, but they're not bad. Add Tim Duncan
something
to
needs
that
to be
fucking
used.
roster to today's roster, and you're just like, yeah, that's a contender right there.
Yeah,
So
I'm
do
definitely
you
not
think
saying that Tim
so?
Duncan is bad in any way. Legendary player, but
So
Kobe.
are you saying that if Kobe's added to any roster, he's not making the playoffs? To a bad
No,
roster, he's
he's
not making the
definitely not.
playoffs, which in turn would make Tim Duncan a
No, I'm saying I'm no. That
better player
doesn't
than
because the people that had or that was doing the rosters for fucking San Antonio were doing such a great job that it made Tim Duncan's job easier. So the
but see
fact
they
that
didn't start winning until he got there. The Lakers didn't start winning until Shaq got
which was
there.
around the same or no, they didn't start winning until fucking 2 years after fucking what Kobe's third year.
Robinson couldn't do anything without
I'm
Duncan.
not saying that he couldn't. I'm saying you add Duncan to their roster was so good, or well, even was it was at a level to where they can compete with or without Tim Duncan.
They were competable.
They could compete.
They're
The
competable.
Lakers rosters, what every year wasn't like you would look at the roster, go up and down the roster, you would be like, if Kobe was to get hurt, this team would be still okay. No, you never looked at every Laker roster like, yeah, they'll be okay. They'll be fine. They'll be still be able to get it done. No, the fucking roster revolved around fucking Kobe.
See, I believe that to be true in the Pau
I
Gasol
believe it
phase.
to be true in every phase
I,
besides the Shaq phase.
I,
Besides the 4 years with Shaq.
I
Besides the four
but
championship
he
years.
won three. He won 3 rings with Shaq. Duncan, the Spurs in the whole did not win a ring without Duncan. Anyway,
You can say that
and
without
you look at this.
Tony Parker.
You,
You can say
you can look at it. I look at it this way. You take Tony Parker out of the equation. I still think Tim Duncan. Yeah, you take any one of them, and I still think Tim Duncan gets at least 3 rings without Tony Parker or Ginobili. I believe he was good enough to carry a team to the finals just as
I
insane
think you're cap.
Kobe has been. No,
I think you're so
no sir. Tim
I
Duncan
don't think
gets
he gets 3 rings and I just shanked the kick. Oh my god. This lag. All right. It is what it is.
so yeah. So I feel he at least still gets 3 rings
3 ring
without 3 rings
without Parker and Ginobili.
Parker and Ginobili.
I don't think so, bro.
Yeah.
Because you still have
The only one I won't give him is the one with Kawhi. Because Parker, Ginobili, and Kawhi actually, I will say they carried him to that win in 2000. What was it, 10,
I
11,
think it was 12 or 13, something like that.
12?
It might have been 13 because
Yeah. Last year with the Heat
yeah,
for
it
LeBron.
might have been 13.
Duncan was already past his prime at that point, and they carried him to that one. That one I will give you is that he
Come on, this ball gotta pop out, cuz.
he wouldn't have won it.
I'm laying a boomstick to
He
these
wouldn't have won
dudes and the ball not popping out. That's wild.
it.
They getting boomed on. Nah. Nah, I don't think so, bro. I don't think he wins 3. I think he may win 2. He might get 2 as the star. But you're still looking at it to where he Tim Duncan would be in a Giannis position. He would need those 2 other like players to actually get him over the hump.
See, and even Giannis didn't need 2. He
He
needed
needed
1.
2.
He needed Middleton.
He needed Drew. They don't win. They don't win half those games without
I,
Drew.
I, I don't give Drew as much credit as everybody else does. I give Middleton
They
more
don't
credit,
win half
man.
those games without Drew.
I mean, I can see it. I guess not really. I just like I said, I don't know, man. I'm giving as far as Drew. I think it was more of his
Defense, yeah.
defense, more so than anything. But I don't even think they're in half those games without Middleton.
But Giannis needed him. That's all.
Because
That's all I'm saying.
because
Giannis needed him just
the
like Tim Duncan needed Tim Duncan or Tony Parker and Ginobili.
but he didn't. He won one
He
without him.
needed him. Oh, are you talking about 2007?
I
Or are you
he
talking
won
about
one without
the?
him. No, and he won one with Robinson in
No,
2007, and he
that
won one
was
with Robinson. So he won 2 without him.
2005, I think.
2000, yeah, it was
Yeah,
early 2000s.
2005 when
Yeah,
they
the
beat
one he won with
when they
Robinson.
swept Detroit.
Yeah, he didn't need him.
He
Duncan did
need
not
he
need him.
need he needed the help.
He needed a second, but so did Kobe.
Kobe Kobe didn't need Powell.
And Kobe was never won in his first three. He was in the next two.
He
He
was
was the
one
one.
B. He was one
Duncan was
B.
always the
He was
one.
one B in fucking the second and third championship. He was one B. He was putting up formidable numbers.
He was putting up good numbers. I'm not questioning his numbers on that, but I'm just saying the whole team was Duncan.
No, it wasn't
That
Duncan because
man,
they had solid backups.
it was, that was your cornerstone. As that engine went, he went. I mean, as
I'm saying
you always relate, you always relate it to Kobe couldn't have won it without Shaq. That's what everybody says, but you don't hear that about Duncan. You don't hear the Spurs would have won without
you
Duncan.
don't you don't because you know who was the driving force of that? Fucking oh boy, what's his name? Popovich.
But you can also say that about Phil
Phil
Jackson.
Jackson didn't do much, bro. Especially those last two.
His offense, his offense was tailored around those two. Cool, get it. That's what you're supposed to do with your stars, though. So to say that it was because
No,
of
I'm
coaching,
saying it more so. I'm saying it so
it was
more so
centered around
like
Duncan.
how you know how you look at New England and they can adapt to anything. However you want to play, they can adapt to it. Look at
Yeah,
New England.
but when you were talking about, are you?
I
Well, then are you
compare.
talking about
No, I'm not
Brady?
talking about Brady. I'm talking about Belichick comparisons to Popovich. Popovich
So when
Popovich
you're
makes
saying,
his
well,
teams.
like when Brady went down,
Popovich makes his teams uh, able to compete with whoever's on the field or whoever's on the court, just like Belichick. They're able to compete. I fucking hate these guys, but will they fucking put up a fight? No matter who's on the field or who's on the court, they will. It's going to be a fucking dogfight. So with Brady or without fucking Tim Duncan, the Spurs were able to be in a dogfight with anybody. Am I right or am I wrong? That's
you're right. So what
but I'm also saying
you're giving a
but I'm
lot of
also
credit.
saying when you look at those Lakers teams, those teams were not without Kobe or Shaq. Those teams were not able to be in that dogfight. They would not be in the fight at all.
So you take Kobe out. Okay.
Take Kobe out of most of those teams. They're not in that fight.
See, I get what you're kind of saying. I get what you're kind of saying. But so you are you so you're basically saying Duncan was nothing without Popovich is kind of what you're
Pretty much,
saying.
I'm saying like
Or you're
the
saying
way
like
that their
the
teams are built. This has been my point the whole time. The way their teams are built, no matter what happened to Duncan or Tony Parker or fucking um, Manu Ginobili, those teams were able to get the job done. They're able to get the job done. All they would need is just a little fucking luck, and they could fucking win a championship. And like that's why I compared
but
it to
see
today, even today's team, because with a little luck, that team that they have in San Antonio today can fucking ball. They have ballers on that team, and they can fucking play. And with a little luck, they can take it. They can take it. Who knows where in the fucking playoffs? GG, Jacob.
Good game, man.
Yeah, that's
see and I'll say this. I'll say this. This will be my last point on this. So I say that I get that you're saying that the system worked. The system is built around whoever you're utilizing at that point for the Spurs, right? And I get is what you're saying that Popovich is probably one of the greatest coaches to ever do that, and his adaptation to the game is second to none, right?
Right. That is what I'm saying.
But all right, so but I will also say this. I will also say this. If if you don't learn to utilize your best player, I take Duncan and I put him on that Lakers roster. They still win championships. You put Duncan on the rosters that Kobe had, they will
Not
win a
all of them.
championship.
Not all of
I think they win on at least majority of them. Like I said, without Tony Parker and Ginobili, because I'll give him some credit, he at least wins three. He doesn't win
them. No, I didn't have fun in my
the
last
fourth
match.
one because he got he. So I will say that like if I put him on at least three of those teams, he wins three rings. And that's the point that I was getting at. I could put Duncan in for a filler for Kobe, and I do it just as you could put a filler for Kobe on those teams.
You can
But
put
I don't
Kobe
think the
on those Spurs
but
teams, and you still get
I
five
don't
championships.
I don't think they're
I think you
cohesive.
still get five championships. Manu was so amazing coming off the bench. Um, the fact that you will still have Tony Parker on those teams.
But you take the ball out of Parker's
No,
hands,
no,
which
no,
was the majority
no.
of the time. Kobe's
Only
not playing a
time
role.
fucking Kobe was taking the ball out of the fucking point guard's hands is
It
when the point guard or when the team didn't have a playmaker. When he fucking wanted, like, cause he wanted. Remember, he wanted Chris Paul, so Chris Paul could take the ball out of his hand.
I remember.
So
I remember that they denied the trade, which I think was one of the worst things they ever did for sports.
yeah,
Because Kobe, Chris Paul, sold
it,
tickets. Though
the thing
that
was
would
it
have
was
been
Kobe, Chris Paul, and Dwight was coming, and fucking they still had like enough money to sign like two max contracts or some shit. It was a wild thing. But
yeah.
whatever. Who cares?
It
Who
would have been
cares?
nasty,
I don't really care about
right?
that. But it's not like Kobe didn't acknowledge Tony Parker to be one of a really good playmaker. So he would have kept the ball in his hand, bro. That's what I think. I think he would have let Tony Parker be the playmaker.
See, I don't see that. I think L.A. let him be him. That's why he thrived. That's why he's one of the greatest. Because L.A. let him be himself. Phil let him be himself. Popovich didn't. And I guess that's what you're taking to of like you have a great coach to do that. You know, it's because they're like you said the Spurs are way more team oriented, and I get that. But you put him on the Spurs team, they don't win.
I think they still win all
Because
five championships.
as much as you want to say, I think Kobe was still a little bit selfish, and I don't think they win as many championships.
When you got to get shit done, who's gonna do it better than yourself? Am I right?
And you know, you're right. You're right. If you want something done, sometimes you gotta do it yourself. I completely get that, man. I completely get that. I just don't see Kobe style of play. You plug him into the Spurs organization, they win as much. You plug Duncan into the Lakers organization, he went just the same. The coaching talent, slight edge to Popovich over Phil Jackson.
I'm taking the coaching. I'm taking the front office. All go to the Spurs.
Yeah, right. See, and you plug Kobe into that, I just don't feel that they win as much because of Kobe's mentality. That's why it's called the Mamba mentality for a reason. That man, at the end of the game, get out of my way. Let me do it. The Spurs weren't designed that way. And you plug Duncan into the Lakers lineup, I'm telling you, they win They win the same amount of championships. Only hard pressed thing is I think the team's built different when Shaq gets there because you have Duncan. I honestly,
I still think.
it's built a little different.
Yeah, no, I think you don't have Robert Horry on that team.
Yeah. So that
I
and he
still
was
think you
a
get
great defensive
you
presence.
keep Rick Fox, you keep Derek Fisher, you keep fucking you might keep no, you definitely keep Brian Shaw because Brian Shaw now becomes your fucking shooting guard. He's your starting shooting guard, and what is anybody going to do to stop fucking Shaq and Tim Duncan? Nothing. Can't do anything. Can't do
Nothing.
anything to stop him.
Nothing. No. And that's what the game was built on at that
Mm-hmm.
time. Post. Yeah.
You might see
So I
fucking
mean,
Tim Kevin Garnett going leaving Minnesota a lot sooner.
yeah. Hey man, he would have been out there as quick as he could, bro. He would have been gone. Just ain't no way you're competing with that. Just like they had to build a team to fucking beat Kobe and
Mm-hmm.
Shaq. The Celtics had to beat a team to build Kobe and Pau Gasol. So
Well, no, the Celtics built their team to beat LeBron.
oh, they did, huh? The Cavs. Imagine, but that's how you know he was that dude in his younger days.
Yeah. All right. All right. So
But
it's
yeah,
been an hour.
you
We
know,
got. Do you guys want to do this last topic?
Jacob,
You haven't said anything in a while.
What's the last topic?
It's
yeah.
Astro World. We can actually skip it. I kind of don't want to talk about it. I feel like it's kind of been overused
Overused
and shit
now.
like that.
Yeah, but yeah, that's just tragic for my home place.
Yeah, yeah, it sucks.
Shout out to all the families. Prayers. Yeah, it just hurts seeing that from like a place that means so much to me, man. Like that. When a tragedy comes out that way, just like anytime I see Houston get hurt, anywhere around the world, to be honest with you, like that, man. Anytime there's a preventable tragedy like that, just it hits you, especially so close to home.
Yeah, I completely understand that.
So yeah, but
Prayers to all the
families.
families. You know, hopefully they get something comes to light, like something good will come to those families. Um,
For sure.
You can never replace a family member, but like you said, hopefully, you know, something can be amends for it. He always said that he'd help pay for the funerals. Hope he follows through with that. You know, hopefully for their situation, everything works out.
what do you
Yeah.
want?
So yeah.
All right, and
So I think then you got anything
up
else?
no, we can do the outros. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Long Two Podcast, episode one. Uh, we'll be back every fucking Wednesday around the same time, getting it out.
Barring any technical
Barring any technical
difficulties,
difficulties.
my man over here be selling.
Hey, it got a lot
Over
better,
here, big
man.
selling. Definitely not hitting long twos and getting excited. But first
It did get a
pod.
lot better.
Hopefully.
It did get better. That's true.
Um, but that's it from me and TD Ice. Um, right, it looks like I'm boom muted. Out of here.
And
See ya.
so, see ya.